This is the high Arctic, a land too hostile for tall trees to send roots into the frozen ground. Few are able to live on this barren expanse. This is the realm of the Arctic wolf. These wolves are mysterious and rarely studied, but on Ellesmere Island, their line is unbroken, reaching back 10,000 years to the end of the last ice age. They've never been hunted, never known human cruelty. They are among the last of the truly wild ones. On a hillside below an ancient den, a family plays. The play has purpose. To teach skills they'll one day need to help their family hunt. For the matriarch, an older female with a prominent white ruff, like a scarf around her neck. It's a rich time. She's surrounded by 3 seasons of her young. Her 2-year-old daughters are next in line to lead this pack, but only one can be the next matriarch. White Scarf's breeding partner is younger, with a bright, clean coat. He's father to the pups, stepdad to the 1- and 2-year-olds. These 10-week-old pups know only sunshine and soft grass. They haven't yet faced winter, when temperatures can drop to 60 below and darkness descends for 6 months. Six-year-old White Scarf has lived longer than most wild wolves. Every instinct is aimed at preparing her family to thrive in this brutal place. A boy with a grey mane, one of White Scarf's yearlings, has grown bored and wanders off. Greymane is full grown, but he's only seen one winter. He still has much to learn. He bumbles through the nesting ground of a pair of long-tailed Jaegers, who register their complaint. A visitor has been on Ellesmere, searching for wolves for 8 weeks. He's just arrived in the Eureka Basin.
I've spent years tracking and photographing the wolves in Yellowstone, but those wolves were afraid of humans. They were hunted to near extinction in the last century, and they're still hunted and trapped. Fear changed their behavior, so their day-to-day lives remained a mystery to me. But 2 years ago, here in the high Arctic, I found wolves that never had a reason to fear humans. They live as they always have, wild and unafraid. I need to find a pack like that again.
Wolves are hard to find, roaming over territory as large as 1,000 square miles. But this landscape is full of clues Ronan can read.
I found one pack 6 weeks ago, but they never let their guard down. I need to find another pack and earn their trust before winter sets in.
Ravens, circling overhead, could mean a dead animal. Any carcass will eventually attract wolves.
I feel a tremendous urgency to tell this story now. The Arctic is changing faster than any other part of the planet, and we've already lost 70% of summer sea ice here. I'm hoping to get close enough to the wolves to reveal their hidden lives and document this balanced wilderness while it still exists.
Ronan's motion-triggered cameras will document whoever visits as he continues searching the basin. Meanwhile, Greymane is hungry. The smell of meat is carried on the wind. Something smells unfamiliar. A curious object. But Greymane isn't bothered. He has the leftovers to himself. He can eat his fill. A large carcass, even one that's been picked over, can supplement a wolf's diet for months. Half a mile away, Ronan spots Greymane at the carcass.
That's pretty sweet. It's just, they look like a lone wolf. Definitely want to follow it, because it's likely that it'll join the rest of the pack and might get to find a new pack of wolves.
His belly full, Greymane heads home. Ronan will try to keep up.
It's not easy to track wolves in this landscape. It looks flat, but it's full of ridges. 1 minute, I can see the wolf, the next minute, it's gone.
God. Oh, great, and there goes the wolf.
Ronan has lost Greymane, but isn't giving up.
It's estimated that there are no more than 200 wolves on the entire island. I could travel hundreds of miles without even seeing one.
Greymane arrives at a network of ponds. They're irregular polygons, unique to the Arctic, shaped by thousands of years of freezing and thawing. The polygons mean he's close to home. And Ronan is on his tail. Greymane has unintentionally led the visitor to White Scarf and the rest of his family.
Awesome. Oh, that's sweet. Pile of puppies chilling out.
Finally found a new pack.
The pups hope Greymane has brought them a present from the road. They lick his mouth to try and induce regurgitation of some half-digested muskox, the wolf equivalent of baby food.
There are 6 adults total so far that I've seen. Seems like a mom and dad.
The mom and dad are nice, white, clean, as adults are. And there's 4 pups. They're super leggy, kind of gangly in that weird in-between puppy adult phase.
Here comes the pack. Super curious. Hey, they're pretty close. Not so sure about this. He's not scared at all. I have no illusions about these wolves being capable of doing serious harm. I mean, they're carnivores after all, who make a living taking down animals 4 times my size. This could be aggression, but it definitely feels more like curiosity and play.
Hey, it's enough. Hey.
Ronan came for the wolves. But now it seems they've come for him. A curious wolf with bright amber eyes inspects the visitor. She's the headstrong 2-year-old daughter of Whitescarf, the pack's matriarch. This thing has no hoofs, no hair, a sharp, hot smell.
She's not scared at all. This looks really good. Now I can actually begin the real work of telling their story.
Whitescarf decides her pups are ready for their first journey beyond the den. They must grow strong, learn to keep up. At first, they're timid and stick close to Mum. But soon, they spread out, enjoying the family romp through the polygon ponds. The pack no longer needs the den, and now range freely across the tundra. They'll use rendezvous sites to regroup and keep the pups safe while the adults hunt. The pack is in travel mode, but at pup speed. The pup's dad, Cleancoat, leads by example. Their destination is a muskox carcass. A glaucous gull backs off when they arrive. Her chicks fledge here in the high Arctic, but by winter, they'll be as far south as Florida. The carcass has just enough meat to provide a starter meal for the pups. It's an early lesson on where their food really comes from. Bright Eye's sister is missing one eye. Injuries like this are a risk in the dangerous game of hunting animals with blunt hoofs and sharp horns.
Sometimes the adults are kind of aggressive and keeping the pups away, but it's just teaching them the rules of the family group and dinner table manners. They're doing that so that they themselves, the adults, are strong and healthy and able to continue to hunt, which in turn is going to provide more food for the pups in the end. They are, in fact, incredibly loving, and they're incredibly sweet on each other, and everything that they do in life is for their family.
For White Scarf, the moment offers a rare sense of calm and plenty. She has 2 sets of healthy offspring, helping her to raise a third. Bright Eyes stands over one eye, her tail high, in a display of dominance. These sisters are both old enough to breed, but that would mean leaving their family to start a new pack. For now, they're content to help raise siblings. Since Cleancoat isn't their natural father, one of the sisters can eventually rise to lead this pack and give birth to pups of her own. The other sister will choose to stay and help, or leave to find another pack. One-year-olds Greymane and Slenderfoot linger at the dinner table, like hungry teenagers. Oblivious to the torment of Arctic mosquitoes.
August 15th, 1:10 a.m. The Polygon pack is super relaxed. They know I'm here, but they're just being wolves and ignoring me. I'm starting to see the inner pack dynamics, the strengths and weaknesses of each individual. The breeding pair, White Scarf and Cleancoat, they're the teachers. They hold the wisdom of how to make a living here. Bright Eyes is adventurous and assertive. Her sister One Eye, quiet and calm. 1-year-old Greymane, goofy and playful. And his shy, careful sister, Slenderfoot. Pups are no more than 12 weeks old now, but they're ready and eager to follow in the footsteps of the adults.
The pups don't know what winter brings. The darkness and the killing cold. White Scarf must use summer's last days to teach them as much as she can. The snow geese are heading south. The Polygon pack patrols their territory in search of food. But their path isn't random. They follow a circuit and mark their territory as they go. Signposts along the way. Their urine leaves messages on bits of bone, memories of past meals. Even their footsteps declare their passing, from scent glands tucked between their toes. Marking is also like a community bulletin board. It announces to other packs, we are here. The pack pays a visit to a fox den, a dominant message to their smaller canine cousin. But mainly, they're looking for this, a herd of musk oxen. A strong cow is the leader. She has a keen memory for the best grazing spots. Tension is building in this herd. Females will be ready to mate soon, their reproductive cycles synced with Arctic seasons. This bull has not proved himself worthy. Yet. One of the bulls stimulates a small scent gland in front of his eyes. It's a warning to other males. Over the next few weeks, aggressive males will fracture the herds. They'll split into smaller groups, each dominated by a big bull. He'll drive other males away as females come into estrus. Small groups of bachelors will spend the rest of the summer alone. If musk oxen are in polygon pack territory, the wolves will eventually find them. One-year-old Greymane is already the biggest wolf in the pack. But he's an inexperienced hunter. Playing with his little siblings is a chance to practice. His smaller sister is gentle, patient. Greymane doesn't know the meaning of the word. The long days of summer are near their end. In 2 weeks, the sun will set for the first time since April. The polygon pack is hungry and on the move, looking for meat. The play never stops. Greymane still thinks he's a pup. The pup's father, Cleancoat, is all business. It's said wolves feed themselves with their feet. He knows they must travel to eat. White Scarf has seen many Arctic winters since she herself was a pup. Now she's the keeper of wisdom, passed down from other wolves long gone. In her prime, a 20-mile trek was nothing. Today, she seems stiff and weary. Her children won't notice. The young family needs her to be strong. She is their center, the heart of the pack. It's August on the Arctic's Ellesmere Island. Summer's days near their end. Water won't run free much longer. Snow will soon make foraging difficult for grazing animals. But it will provide good cover for Arctic hares. This far north, the hares keep their white coats during the short summer, unlike their southern cousins, who summer in a brown coat. It's hard to sneak up on a hare. With her wide-set eyes, she can see 360 degrees without turning her head. Clean coat and bright eyes spot her. An adult hare can run up to nearly 40 miles an hour, every bit as fast as a wolf, just more agile. Catching a hare is less dangerous than hunting musk oxen, but it costs a lot of energy for a mouthful. The pack decides this one is not worth the effort. For the pups, these long treks are a grand adventure. But so much learning and walking also wears them out. In summer, the pack will sleep when it's warmest, up to 13 hours a day. But 2-year-old Bright Eyes is restless. And nearby, another wolf is too.
This is cool. This is just like a random lone wolf that I've been seeing a few times.
The polygon pack has marked the carcass. It's their property. But hunger trumps caution.
Super fixated on something else. I think it's downwind or something, but it's keeps looking the other direction. The way the wind's blowing, spooked that it can't smell what's coming. And that makes him nervous. And even while it's eating, it's chewing for like 3 or 4 chomps and then pausing, listening. Chomps, chomps, listens. The only thing wolves would be scared of here would be other wolves.
Other wolves are near. It's the polygon pack.
They work really
really chasing in earnest. I mean, they ran a little bit, but not full sprint. That's cool. All these characters out here. That one could be part of another pack, but it looks a bit skinny, which makes me think perhaps it's a loner. It would be a hard life out here for a lone wolf.
Like humans, having a common enemy creates a shared bond. Now the pack plays on their home turf. While White Scarf and the pups eat, the 4 young adults harass their stepdad Cleancoat. For a breeding male, he's not particularly dominant over his stepchildren. White Scarf lets the youngsters have this moment of joy. She knows they'll be traveling again soon. Bright Eyes has a choice piece of muskox leg. And one of the pups and younger brother Greymane covet her prize.
August 18th, 3:21 a.m. The pups are so happy at a carcass. It's such an important time now to be able to get enough food, to get enough nutrients going into the winter. I mean, they have no idea that it's going to be negative 30, 40 degrees here in a couple of months.
The Polygon pack needs a fresh kill. White Scarf, the matriarch of the Polygon pack, is eager to hunt. But 2 of her children are out exploring. The family calls to assemble. The harmony of their howls can be heard up to 10 miles away. Greymane hears the call. So does Slenderfoot. The reunion is joyful. Every day is the best and possibly last day of their lives. The 10 are one. It's time to hunt. A herd of muskoxen is grazing in the cold late summer sun, just a breath above the horizon.
Predators exist in this weird realm where they have to put themselves at risk to eat.
And you know, a muskoxen doesn't have to put its life in danger every time it opens its mouth to find food, whereas wolves, that's how they make a living, working together on the landscape as a family to achieve something that they can't do on their own.
White Scarf hangs back with the pups. This is the first hunt they've seen. They must watch and learn from a safe distance. One bull summons the courage to turn and face the threat. There's little a wolf can do when the herd works together. The muskoxen have formed a tight ring to protect the young. It's a formidable defensive move called a rosette, sharp end facing out. The hunt is more chess than chase. Each player waits for their opponent's next move. Hunts can last hours. Cleancoat considers the pack's options. Turning to offense, one bull charges and nearly hooks one eye. The hunt is just beginning. The Polygon Pack has been pushing a muskox herd for 3 hours, looking for vulnerability. Cleancoat, Bright Eyes, and One Eye give chase. Top speeds for predator and prey are nearly identical. The pack works to create chaos, to try and wear down the old, the diseased, the young. After running the herd for miles, the wolves encounter a bachelor bull grazing alone. Bright Eyes and Cleancoat decide to test him. If he's old and sick, he'll be an easy catch. If he's in his prime, they won't risk his horns. The lone bull instinctively seeks the security of the nearby herd, but it's not his herd. For the dominant bull, This intrusion will not stand. For a moment, the wolves are forgotten. The collisions, like a car hitting a concrete wall, could kill them. But testosterone dissolves reason. Cleancoat keeps clear of the bulls. He's curious, but knows he could be crushed. The intruder never wanted a fight and retreats. The wolves back down too. There will be no fresh meat today. For the hunters, it's a numbers game. For every 7 hunts, they might make 1 kill. To sate their hunger, the pack looks for food elsewhere. The adults need about 7 pounds of meat per day. But they can go weeks without eating, if they have to. The pups will need a lot more soon. The darkness approaches, and not all will survive its harsh test.
White scarf is gone. Everything is just kind of in this weird limbo.